What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys and share something with you that I thought is really cool. I got it a couple days ago. I've been testing it for 48 hours now, and I think you all will really like this thing. At least I do a lot. I'm a tech guy, right? Kind of. I like gadgets. I like useful gadgets and cool gadgets. And I like things that look shiny and nice, obviously, as you can see. My Alfa Romeo here. And when I can combine the two passions, my passion for technology and my passion for cars and shiny and nice things, you get this. Yes, this is the V7 Smart LCD key. The company that makes this is it's literally called Smart LCD Key. That's the company that makes this key. And so basically what this is it is a replacement key fob for your Alfa Romeo OEM key. Now, it's not just Alfa Romeo. They can do almost any car that is sort of new. I'd say probably after 2015, 2016. Don't quote me on that. They can do just about any car. Yeah, you send in your old key fob, right? And you put it in the mail. You can overnight it to them. I did it because I did overnight just because I wanted the key back faster. But you send it to them. They take the essentially take the computer chip out of your old key fob, put it into the new key fob, and send it back to you, and voila, you have this. Let me angle it here for the light. And this is modeled after the Maserati key, right? So you go from just kind of regular old frumpy looking OEM key to this piece of artwork right here. I think it is so beautiful. It's such a good looking piece. And not only that, but let me show you, it's actually touchscreen too. So the power button is on the side. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so bright. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can pick that up. The power button is right here. The unlock and lock buttons are here. The trunk button is here. Everything works. The remote start is actually on the touchscreen, and all of the buttons are also on the touchscreen. So you can use a touchscreen or you can use the regular buttons. You see here, lock, unlock, and then you have the trunk button here, and the trunk pops. So as you can see, everything works like it should with this key. Let me go ahead and show you guys the remote start. Like I said, it may be a little too bright out here for you guys to actually be able to see the screen, but the screen is very responsive. There's an Alfa Romeo logo already on here, and you swipe to the next screen here, and all you do is press the diamond button twice, and that's going to remote start the car. Boom. And there she is. So anyway, I love this thing. It's got an alloy, like a metal alloy case. The screen it's an LCD screen. It's a plastic screen. The back is plastic as well. But it's just really beautiful. Like, it's a showpiece essentially, right? It doesn't do anything that your normal regular Alfa Romeo key isn't gonna already do, right? Like, it doesn't do anything crazy. It's just, it looks awesome. And if you have a red Alfa Romeo, or if you have a silver or a black one or a blue one, you can get a key that literally matches your car's color. I mean, look at that. It looks so good. And it's really a showpiece. You know, it's the same thing between, you know, having a $10 Casio watch, right, from Walmart, and a $200 Hugo Boss watch. Like, they do the same thing. They're both going to tell you the time accurately, but one's going to do it and be nicer to look at while it's doing it. So I really like this thing. Now, full disclosure, I'm the first one in the world to have the Alfa Romeo key fob chip put into this specific body style. Like I said, this is the V7. They have V1 all the way through V8. So if you go on their website, you can look at all the different models that they offer. Hold on, let me turn the car off. It's kind of loud. All right, so if you go on their website, you can see all the different models that they offer for this key. But I liked the V7. I thought it looked the sleekest. It was kind of the sexiest key that they offer. So that's why I went with this one specifically. And it has the longest lasting battery. Oh yeah, that brings me to the other part. This right here, this is a USB-C charger. So you charge the key through it with a USB-C cable. So anybody who has a newer Android or a newer iPhone or iPad, you don't have to buy another special cable, just USB-C, which is really nice. They're obviously thinking forward with that. I charged this thing fully when I pulled it out of the box 48 hours ago, probably a little bit over 48 hours ago now, and it's still fully charged. So I know that there's a lot of people saying that these type of keys, these aftermarket LCD smart keys, have to be recharged all the time. I haven't charged this thing in 2 days, and it's still at full battery. Granted, I'm not using it all the time. I just use it to either remote start or unlock the car, then it goes in my pocket. And when I go home, it goes back into this little cush case thing that they sent it with. So I don't foresee any issues with battery life. It's got a lithium ion battery. But anyway, full disclosure, with this key, when it came in the mail, it didn't work because I had to program the buttons. So you will have to go in and program these buttons to respond to 1 click. You can have them respond to 2 or 3 clicks. You can have them respond to being held instead of clicked. So I didn't realize that, and I was on the phone with customer service for quite a while trying to figure it out, because once again, I am the first Alfa Romeo customer with this specific body style of key. So this was a first and more of a product testing for both me and Smart LCD Key, but we figured it out. So you just got to go in and program the buttons. However, even without the buttons programmed, the car will still unlock and start up, and also lock using the passive system. It'll lock straight out of the box. So it'll do all that. You'll be able to drive your car straight out of the box, but you won't be able to use the remote features unless you go into the key and program the buttons. And I'll show you guys that. I'll put that up on the screen for you. But it's pretty simple. I just had to mess with some of the software in the key to figure that out. Other than that, I really like it. Like I said, is it practical? Do you need this? No, absolutely not. But you also don't need an Alfa Romeo. You could have gone and bought a Toyota Corolla, right? I just think it really complements the car. It looks really nice. It's reminiscent of a supercar, exotic car key, reminiscent of the Maserati key. It matches my car's color, and, this will be an interesting thing to hand off to like a valet or somebody when you go to a nice restaurant or a nice place to eat. Or if somebody sees your key, it's kind of like a little bit of a flex. I like it. It's, I still have my other OEM Alfa Romeo key, and when they sent this to me, they sent back the key that I sent them along with it. So worst comes to worst, I can always take the chip out of here and put it back into the original key fob shell, and it will work perfectly. There really are no downsides besides the cost. So, and I wouldn't really say it's a downside. In my opinion, it's well worth it. However, for this specific model, with all the work done, you're going to look at around $300. So I know a lot of people will be like, that's a lot of money for essentially no better performance than the stock key fob. And I get it, but once again, this is just one of those things you buy because you want it, not because you need it. And a bunch of people, I made some Facebook posts and everything, and people said, well, you can get the same thing on AliExpress for like 30 or 70 bucks, right? So yes, the components for this key specifically are made in China. Yeah, everything is made in China nowadays. Let's not act like it isn't. However, the software and the swapping of the actual microchip in there, the computer chip, and all of that building process is done here in the United States. So you're free to go on AliExpress and try to buy the kit and piece it together yourself. However, I would recommend against that. I wouldn't want to mess up my OEM Alfa Romeo key. I just sent it off to them and they sent it back, and I got a fully functional piece here. So for those of you who are wanting to do that on your own, good luck, but I didn't, and you know, whatever. So would I recommend this key? Is it worth the money? You know, would I buy it again? Yes, absolutely. I love it. I will never touch my OEM key again unless I have to. Now, just FYI, who is this for? This is for people with 2 keys, right? So I would never recommend you sending off your only OEM key. Just because if it got lost in the mail or something happened to it, it got damaged, now you're out a way to drive your car. So if you only have 1 key for your car, I would buy a spare and send that in. I wouldn't send your only key in. But this is for people who just, you know, they got a couple $100 laying around and they want to have a nice cool gadget and essentially say that they did it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I really like it. It's fun, it's cool to use, it feels great in your pocket, feels way better in your hand than the OEM Alfa Romeo key, and it's a really cool showpiece. So anyway, huge shout out to Smart LCD Key. I have a discount code, which I'm going to drop in the description below. I'm also going to drop the link to the V7 key. Like I said, they have a V1 through V8. They have V1 through V8 models, so you can look at other models as well. You don't have to get the one I got. I just like the one I got because it's got the longest battery life and it's really sleek and everything like that. So, all right, guys and gals, appreciate you watching the video. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, stay tuned for more content. As you can see, maybe if you have or haven't peeped, I removed the Alfa Romeo Scuderia Bissione emblems. I think it gives it a cleaner look, especially with the side skirts. However, I'm not against them. For everybody who puts them on their car, absolutely do it. It's kind of a fan-based thing. It looks great. I just removed it because I think it looks cleaner without it. But anyway, stay tuned. Got more parts, more modifications coming here in the near future, as always. And we'll see you later. Thanks.